Hi, my name is Benjamin Bryant III. I am the store manager of a jewelry store for a major jewelry chain in the United States. I am honored to have this opportunity to state exactly how I'm feeling about so many of the things that are going on in our world today. It is as a father, as a black male, and the father of 3 African American sons, very troubled by the times in which we found ourselves. I pray over my kids daily, asking God to have mercy on them, to protect them, to be a force that surrounds them, to let them make wise choices and to quicken their spirits and their hearts so that they would be where they need to be and can avoid things that aren't in their best interest. I tell you, I watched the video of some of the things that are going on, and because I have white friends and white family members and family members of actually even other origins than that, it saddens me that we can't all get along. It saddens me that there are people who would take advantage of their privilege and their position to do harm to another. The Lord created us all, and He did that for a reason. He gave each one of us a specific task and a specific assignment in this life. And the fact that we can't just get along and love each other and coexist is very saddening.
With the Black Lives Matter, making them aware of things that are going on around them and situations that are happening and letting them know of these issues. I have a 10, a 7, a 10, a 8, and a 4-year-old, and I feel like they're never too young to know about any of the situations that are going on right now, especially with COVID-19 and the Black Lives Matter. My kids should be aware of everything that's going on. I have elderly parents, I have sisters, I have nieces, I have nephews, so keeping everybody on the same page and being concerned about my niece working, my nephew working, being around these people. I work every day. So my situation is being around people who don't care about my health. Being around people who want to come in the store and shop and don't want to wear a mask. It's mandatory for us to wear masks at Lowe's. So my the current situation in my state really affects me, my family, my friends, everybody a whole lot. What sticks out right now for me is everything. Black Lives Matter, all lives matter, COVID-19. Being a good mother to my kids is very important to me. And what sticks out is having a community, a family, a country, a president, who's behind you, who supports Black Lives Matters, and that we don't have. Having a community and a family that's going to stand behind you, represent you. These are things that went on, back in the, 1900s, and people didn't have to go through that. I didn't have to go through that, my parents didn't have to go through that, but my grandparents, my ancestors, and everything. And it's just crazy that this, now people are showing their true colors. People that you thought you knew, people that you live next door to, you don't know who is racist. You don't know who is watching. You don't know, what's going on around you. So you have to be aware of everything that's going on around you. And what sticks out right now for me is Black Lives Matter. My life matter. My nephew lives matter. My daughter's lives matter. My sister's. Everybody's life matters to me. Whether you're black, white, whatever it is, everybody's lives matter. So that's kind of what's sticking out right now to me, is being able to be behind my people, support my people, and make sure it's love going around for everybody, not just one race, every race. what conversations am I having at home? I'm having conversations at home with my kids about personal space, because my kids don't know personal space, especially when we're in a grocery store, not being up on people, giving people their space, washing their hands, staying aware of everything that's around them, and especially with the Black Lives Matter, having my kids to know what's going on, with these police and everything like that. Be humble, but conversations are being had at home about COVID-19, about Black Lives Matter, and my girls are getting to that age where you need to know. You need to know these things. You need to know these things existed. I sat them down maybe a week ago, and I asked my daughter, I said, who is Martin Luther King? And she couldn't tell me. And it really, really shocked me that she could not tell me who Martin Luther King was. I made both my daughters do an essay on who Martin Luther King was. You are not to watch a laptop. You are not to touch a phone, a tablet. Only thing you are to do is to look up Martin Luther King and look up Rosa Parks and to look up all of these things that happened in history that they are not aware of, that you would think they were learning in school, but they're not. So to me, conversations are being had with my kids, and I hope they're being had with other people too. What is it like to hear other people say, if you don't like it here, why are you here? I really don't have too many people say that to me, so that's a question I really can't answer.
As a father, my son was here for Father's Day, and we were talking about the things that are going on, the conversations he's hearing on the college campus, the things that he has experienced as a lacrosse player and being an African American playing lacrosse, which is a predominantly a Caucasian sport, and just for him to tell me that he received a flag and penalty for going to a referee saying, you didn't hear him call me a so-and-so nigger at dinner yesterday, was mind-boggling that these things are occurring and that people feel privileged and that they have the right to do so. How sad that is. I will tell you that I was born American. I was born in Savannah, Georgia, here in the United States of America, and I have every right to everything that anybody else has, regardless of race or anything, religion, any of those things. I don't feel more entitled or less entitled to anything. I feel like, give me a fair shot, not based on the color of my skin, not based on the fact that I'm a male, but give me a shot based on the fact that I'm a human being and that I work hard. I would say that in my life, my greatest struggle, where I felt that my race and my sex may have had a negative effect, was on my growth in my career in the management world. I worked for a company for 15 years, and my growth with that company was not nearly what I felt it should have been. The opportunity for advancement and the opportunity to better my life, I was hindered for so long. Thankfully, though, I shall never forget that one of the things that moved me the most was someone stated to me it was against their better judgment that I was promoted, and against their better judgment that I was given the opportunity to succeed. And those words were a driving force for me, and they still drive me to this day to be the best, to do the best, to achieve and accomplish what I feel is the best. And so I strive hard. Those words gave me a drive that I cannot explain to you, He's created a work ethic that doesn't stop. Stop looking for opportunity. Stop looking for a better way, and stop looking for a more effective way to manage and impact change in someone else's life. You know what I'd really love to see happen in this time that we're in? I'd love to see us all do what the Word of God says. My people who are called by my name would humble themselves, pray, seek my face, turn from their wicked ways. Then will I hear from heaven and heal the land. It's time for us to stop judging each other by the color of our skin, or by what we hear, or what we've heard, or what someone said. Judge me by my actions. Judge me not by my words even, but judge me by my actions. I'd like to see us all look at each other and give everybody a fair chance based upon what we do, based upon how we live, based upon our drive and our own performance. That's what I'd love to see across this entire world. A world that judges people based on the person's actions. That goes either way. If your actions are not credible, then you know what? It's a fair judgment. But if you prove yourself to be driven, to be a performer, and to be someone that's worthy, is trustworthy, then that is how you should be treated, irregardless of your race, your sex, your origin, your religion, irregardless of any of that. For we are commanded to love one another. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Timothy Boatwright Johnson, and I'm currently a sales supervisor at a retail location in Bluffton, South Carolina. The current state of our country affects me by making me more paranoid. I always have to be aware of my surroundings, be aware of where I'm at, what time, and almost who I'm around, because I could have easily been one of the last victims of racial profiling or police brutality. It makes me feel bad too, because of all the people who are innocent, who suffered violent deaths, or who suffered death or even brutality, period, all by the hands of the police, the ones who are supposed to protect us. What sticks out to me and at this time in history is the togetherness of everyone, well, almost everyone. Protesters aren't just black. We have black people, white people, Hispanics, we have all races, and even in other countries, they're still protesting as well too for our cause, and that's like a huge thing in my opinion. The conversations I'm having at home about these issues are, how can I avoid conflict? I am an African American male. I'm like 6'2", so to a lot of people, I might seem as a threat who don't know me, but to everyone else that knows me, I'm like one of the most loving, friendliest people you ever meet. Also, I think we talk about at home, what could I do as an individual to spark a change? What could we do as a community to spark a change? And also, what could we do as a nation? It's not one particular answer, but we all could play a part.
Loving each other, coming together as communities and countries, and realizing that it's not you, it's not me, it's we, and that we have to stand in the gap. We have to be there for each other. You have whites standing up for blacks. You have blacks standing up for whites. You have everybody coming together. But you have a president who won't stand up for his country, who won't stand up for blacks. So if we all realize that as a community, as a country, we all can conquer more as a whole than just one person or just two people, and tearing things down and burning buildings is not going to get us nowhere. But praying to a God who can change things and coming up with better solutions, standing up for what you believe in, kneeling down and saying, God, help our country. Send us something. Send us someone. Send you that's going to make a difference and touch these people's minds and let them realize that all of these things are just a test. It's a test of our faith. It's a test of our who we are. I'm a strong black woman. I'm a mother of 3. I take care of my kids. I love them. I make sure they're in a safe environment. I make sure they get everything they need. And I can say today that I will teach them and I will instill in them everything they need to know about being a strong black woman, about being proud of who you are, about not letting the next person tear you down or letting the next person tell you or tell you who you are, or what you should be, or what you should like, or what you shouldn't wear, or what you shouldn't do as a black person. No, you do whatever you want to do. You be whoever you want to be. Just because everything's going on, I'm anti-white. No, I love you, I love you, I love you, and I love you just like I love anybody else. I have white friends, I have black friends, Hispanic friends, I have all type of friends. I have people that I work with. We're all different colors. We're all different races. But when we're at work and we're around each other and we conversate and we talk, we don't look at each other's face colors. We look at what's in here, what we know about each other, because we care about each other. We look at what's inside. You can hate me. You can hate my color. You can hate my hair. You can hate my skin. You can hate my size. You can hate anything about me. But at the end of the day, you are not my judge. God is.